Hey guys, so last Friday I did a post on a bare earth model for Point Cloud Friday, and somebody just asked if I could do a tutorial on Lidar 360 on how to get there. You ready? It's really tough. You're going to hit File, Add Data. You're going to open up your point cloud, let it render for a second. I had my brightness up from last time, and I'll show you guys why I had this up later. So normally I have around 5 or 6. There we go. There's our point cloud. Nice little quarry, bunch of trees. So in order to get to where I was at, you're going to go to classification at the top. And then you're going to hit classify ground points. And from there you're going to hit steep terrain because it's steep terrain. And hit OK. And this can take quite a while sometimes on some point clouds, depending on how large the area is and what the density is of the point cloud. But this one shouldn't take too long, I hope. Oh yeah, there we go. It's going pretty quick. One of the reasons I had the brightness up is when I render that file afterwards, because it's a bare earth, it really filters through the points, and there's not a lot of point density. There we go. Beautiful. So with what I was just saying, here's a shader. Gives you a little bit more depth. You can understand where everything is. And then you can go to this one, which is what I actually used for the post. So this is called glass. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet, but it's really dark. So one of the things I do is I go to this little gear up top here, and I go to viewer settings, and I turn this brightness up a little bit. And I also put circular points, just makes it a little bit thicker. Yeah, nice. Okay, so now what you have is a classified point cloud. So if you want to actually convert it to like a geotiff, something for like a GIS layer, you can go to terrain, go based on point cloud, and go to DEM. This is going to create a raster layer with just the ground points that you have here. I like different spacing, but this spacing is going to be completely required for what your client's wanting or what your purpose is. So I'm just going to do a nice wide spacing, 0.25 of a meter. That's when it triangulates all the points to make one big raster layer. This is how often it's connecting the dots. So every 0.25 meters is what this is going on. So it's kind of like the resolution of the map. So then you're going to export it to the file that you want. And that's going to be really quick, and that's going to convert it to a geotiff. So you can add it to here, and then you can remove the point cloud, and then you can kind of get an idea of what you're going on here. But this program isn't much for viewing geotiffs. It's mostly a point cloud software. But if you were to go to a program like Global Mapper, we could open up this guy. Let's pull the actual. Okay, now I'm getting a little confused. So let's zoom in. Here we go. So now you've got a raster layer here. Nice. Now you can do cut and fill volumes. You can do whatever you want in here. So if we take this and bring over Global Mapper, now you can take some nice images too. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed I like this color scheme here, this green to the teal to the blue for elevation. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. So obviously it wasn't too hard. Go over real quick here again. You're going to, well, we got to start off. So we're going to go back to RGB value. Sorry, I better explain what I'm doing. This right here is your points classification viewer. It's the how you view your point cloud. So you bring this up, and then you have a selection of which viewer, because you can have multiple windows. So you can hit display, go to new viewer. Now we have 2 viewers. Today we're not doing that. We're just going to stick with 1 viewer. But then you can go to display by either height, by intensity. I got to turn my brightness down. There we go. By classification, which is what your point cloud is going to be in. And all these other things that I have not touched on yet, but I will soon, I promise. There we go. So now we got to go to, hello, 3D. Wrong button. In a glass shader. Right on. Thanks. Hope you guys learned something. See ya.